Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Bitcoin might have started this fifth wave to the downside, but we still need to see a break below the previous swing low, the third wave low at 41,470 to really confirm that this fifth wave is unfolding. As I said before, a break above 44k would suggest that this B wave has started. This is sort of the situation we're dealing with right now. Just focusing here on the 1 hour chart, not much happened today and over the weekend. We've seen a little bit of a sell-off as we're heading into the new trading week. Bear in mind, tomorrow the US stock market is closed. So yeah, usually you would say the crypto market might be a little less volatile tomorrow because of that. Might be, it's a long weekend, maybe because of that. Also, the crypto market was quiet on the weekend. However, I have to say that the crypto market has decoupled quite a bit from the stock market recently, and therefore it basically moves on its own anyway. And we should take, every chart on its own anyway. However, Bitcoin has seen a little bit of selling pressure. This is not surprising given that I mentioned that I'd still like to see one more low in this A wave, even though it's not needed, but it just seemed like it would happen. So we'll talk about that in this video. For anybody who's new on this channel, situation is that a wave 3 likely topped on the 11th of January here, and we're now in this wave 4. That's a corrective pullback. Tomorrow, by the way, I'm going to talk about the daily time frame again. I don't do that in every video, but once a day we usually cover the daily time frame as well. So just stay tuned, subscribe, and you get the notifications about the next video anyway. So looking at this wave 4 correction here, looking at this wave 4 correction, it's likely going to be an ABC structure. A wave might be done, might get one more low on the microstructure. Doesn't make a great difference in the grand scheme of things, but we're going to zoom in a minute. Then a B wave should happen afterwards, and then a C wave down. In the previous video, I answered a question that was about the B wave and targets. B waves typically don't really have targets. There are more than 10 corrective patterns that can unfold in Elliott Wave, and basically the B wave can take all of these, okay? So it could turn into a triangle, it can turn into a WXY, ABC, flat structure, whatever. There are many structures that can unfold, and therefore a B wave doesn't really have targets. There are some guidelines, but we cannot really say where exactly it will land. It's in still most frequently it would be the area between the 50% retracement level of the move down. And by the way, I will have to adjust this area if the price goes a little lower, but at the moment it's the area between the 50% and the 78.6 retracement level. It's not an invalidation point, this 78.6 fib level, but it's sort of just levels to watch. And we've got here the area between 45,100 and $47,300, but I also added the 38.2 retracement level because sometimes we get a bounce there. So, but this B wave has likely not started yet. However, and now we go to the 1 hour chart. We are already, but we zoom in. If the price breaks above the 44k level, the last swing high here, I'd say that this move up has likely started, okay? Until then, we said we are expecting another move down, which happened today. We've had a break out of this triangle to the downside, looked like a bearish pennant, bear flag basically, bearish triangle, okay? But it hasn't moved down enough to really confirm it. It looks like it, and as long as the price doesn't break back above this trend line, I think that would be my perspective, that we're now moving down in wave 5. Earlier today, I highlighted to you that this might turn into a triangle and that a breakdown is favored. Okay, the breakdown happened. What happened then? The price likely formed a 1-2 setup today here, and we might now be in this third wave down. Broke out, retest of the trend line, seems successful right now, but we now need to see a break below 41,990 basically to confirm this further. I specified in the previous video, based on this move to the downside, where ideally this fifth wave would land. Now, it's not a must to land there, but it would be ideal. And minimum expectations would be a break below 41,480. but that obviously depends now on the bear's ability to stay below the trend line. If the price starts to break above the trend line, well, we are back in the game for potentially the B wave that could already be unfolding, and it would likely be something like A, B, C in a larger A, then we could get B, C, okay, and would then move into this target area there. So that's sort of, but it looks weak right now. It looks weak. It looks as if it wants to give us that fifth wave there to the downside. Bear in mind, A waves can be 3-wave moves or 5-wave moves. And I gave you already the level that we need to stay below. But minimally, I mean, if you really want a level, we need to stay below 43K to maintain downside pressure, high downside pressure. And then if we then break above 44K, it would be confirmed that the B wave is unfolding. But as I observe this, the market declines further. So let's see if we get there today. By the way, this target area was 40,569 to 39K. Let's see if we get there. And yeah, from there, down there, I would observe for potential reversals. There's the first line of support here, the first Fibonacci support is, and I go to the 1 hour chart, 41,814. Yeah, that's my update about Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.